going, peeps? Man, this looks really weird. How's it going? How's it going? All right, so you guys know the drill. Before we hop into what we're talking about today, a little bit of promotional stuff. Check the link down below in the description for Instagram and Twitter. Also, I made a Detroit Pistons hype video for the playoffs. You're gonna want to watch that. Don't miss out on it. It's gonna get you hype, obviously enough. You want to hit the bell to get updates for when I go live and stuff. But the main reason you should follow me on Twitter, the Detroit Pistons official account followed me on Twitter. So I'm pretty legit now. So if they joined, you guys got to join. So you guys can step your game up and follow me there. Again, link in the description. But yeah, man, happened last night at the bar with my buddies from work. All of a sudden, I got a notification they followed me on Twitter. It was pretty badass. It caught me off guard. I didn't see it coming. Oh. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Travis. Appreciate it, man. It was a good day yesterday. Pretty exciting. Thanks, Marcel. You guys should do it too. They've been following everybody. A lot of people have been following them, so go check it out. Tyreek, you editing that video? You gotta step your game up there, bud. But yeah, man, it was crazy. Oh, see, you're already getting lazy. You're not motivated for this, man. Just playing. But yeah, man. Crazy times. Everything's been happening fast. It's crazy. I never would have guessed this stuff would ever be happening. But man, we're not there yet, Marcel. We're still working on that. But I'm going there for the playoffs, whether they're paying for it, if I'm paying for it. But yeah, hopefully they will start partnering up with some of these guys. People who do Piston Talk on Twitter or even on YouTube. If they just do something with us, I mean, I'm already grateful enough that they followed me on Twitter, but big things are coming from everyone who's participating and doing YouTube or Twitter, just talking about Detroit. So it's good to see. It's good to see some positivity coming back for everybody. It's really positive for the guys who are true fans, because when we had that stretch where we weren't doing good, we were garbage and stuff. I mean, I wasn't the only one who was taking heat for what I was saying about, dude, we got called every name in the book, and just to have this happen just shows like they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Thankful for the Pistons. So you're the good luck charm. That's awesome. Hopefully I'll see you there. Yeah, some of the guys who were retweeting the hype video were tagging Tom Gores. So he was probably too drunk to see it anyway, but whoever runs the social media account, they have my thanks 1,000 times. So I appreciate everyone who retweeted, tagging the Pistons and Tom Gores and sharing the videos and all that good fun stuff. Without you guys, this probably wouldn't have happened. I know it wouldn't have happened. So it's really because of you guys we are where we are now. So it's crazy. I love the support from you guys. You guys are always positive and supporting. So it's all really you guys. Yes, even you. But we got some fun stuff coming up here, man. Some more podcasts, just talking about stuff. So it's gonna be exciting. We do have to beat the Suns tonight. That Cleveland game probably left a really bad taste in their mouth. So they're gonna be hungry for tonight. They have to realize there's what, 10 games maybe 11, somewhere around that ballpark left. I know there's 5 home games left. You have some really tough games in this road trip. You have to beat Phoenix tonight because you got to play in Denver, in Portland, and in Golden State. So you really don't have time to waste. They already wasted one game against Cleveland. You gotta play tonight, man. Um, I think Blake will play. Um, he might be on a minutes restriction, which I think that's what they should have done anyway. Um, I don't like players resting. Um, it really got under my skin. I don't like LeBron. I don't think he's the greatest player of all time. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. But, dude, there's kids and people who look up to these players like they're gods. There's people who don't have much in life. You got to be grateful for what you got. And there's people who look up to professional athletes and they ask their parents or they work hard and save all this money up to go see their favorite player just once because you might not know what you might not ever get that chance to get again, and for them to sit out, it's not cool and it's not fair to the fans. I don't like it. um Put people on minutes restriction. Like, the game is so much more easy than it was back in the 80s and the 90s, and they didn't sit out games like this. So I know there's a health reason for sitting people out, and I know it's beneficial for the long term and stuff, but just put them on a minutes restriction. You don't got to play them 30 minutes a game. Play them 20, 25. Save them for the fourth quarter or whatever. That's my solution to this. But you can't have people just sitting out to load management. It's not fair to everybody. It's making the league soft. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's one fan out there who likes this. Whether you're a LeBron James diehard fan or not, it's a slap to your face if you go. Say you live in New Orleans and you want to go see him play the Pelicans, and he sits out. I mean, you're just SOL. You just wasted all that money to go watch your favorite player, and he's not even going to show up. So it's not cool. I don't like it. So when they sat Blake Griffin down, wasn't a fan of it. I understand. Blake Griffin. I understand why they sat Blake Griffin out. You want to save him for the playoffs. I get it. But again, though, man, he had a lot of work. LeBron was not even making the playoffs. I don't know why LeBron sat out. But limit their minutes. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to. You don't have to even play them 30 minutes. That's the solution. Easy fix. Dude, it would. You take anybody from that era back and put them in today's game, and dude, oof, they'd tear the league up. I mean, you put Kevin Garnett in today's game right now, bro, and it's over with. Yeah, I don't know why Toronto traded for him in the first place. I get he's a top 10 player in the league. Debatable if you want to put him in the top five. But he is one of the best players in the league, and he's not coming back to Toronto. There's absolutely no way. He's probably butthurt. Puts a stain on his legacy, a big old poop stain. I mean, everybody in back then would. I mean, the players today are more physically talented and gifted. These guys today are freaks, dude. One of them actually is called the Greek Freak. They don't all have the same drive and competitive nature that these guys had. You didn't see back in the day. You never seen Jordan. He didn't leave Chicago and join the Pistons when he couldn't beat the Pistons. You didn't see Isaiah leave the Pistons when they couldn't beat the Celtics and join the Celtics. You didn't see it so much back in the day where teams formed super teams. Players went everywhere. LeBron ruined the league. Absolutely ruined the league by doing what he did going to Miami. It started a chain reaction, and it's spiraling out of control now. But the Warriors, they're not going to come back the same way this year. They just financially can't. They're going to have to lose Durant and Cousins, but they'll be able to keep the big three they started with. If you're just talking about the game, yeah, you can beat them once in the regular season. Although they're looking like they're starting to gel a little bit. But it's going to be in Golden State, so that's way harder to do. I think Kevin Durant's still out, so I mean it's possible. It's possible. I'm not counting the Pistons out. You guys always know they get up for big games, man. They like playing the Warriors. It should be within a 10-point game, no matter if we win, lose, or draw. Yeah, when Kobe sat out though his last season, he only sat out games at home for people who could come back and see him in his final game. It wasn't like he was going to Milwaukee and sitting out. He played those games because it was his retirement. Dude, what are you? What are you? You just sending random emojis, bro? You're tripping. Definitely tripping. Distracting me, bro. I'm trying to talk. But if you guys haven't already, go ahead and check Overnight Hectic out, bro. He's got some good 2K content if you like 2K. If you don't like 2K, you probably shouldn't follow him then. Yeah, I hope Dwayne Wade goes out in the playoffs. I'm really pulling for Miami to make the playoffs. And the way they're playing, they're going to make the playoffs. So they should send Dwayne Wade out right. Let's see. Kobe's just a different breed. I mean, say what you will. I said this the other night. Kobe should be top 5 shooting guard, if not top 10 player of all time, just on the sole purpose that if he played in today and he had all those accusations or whatever, and he beat them, that is some next level shit right there. So he's got my respect for beating those. I don't know if they're true or not. So I don't even know. Was he even convicted of rape? I don't even know. In the next 5 years, you can already see he looks fatigued. Unless they get Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant, the Lakers aren't doing anything. LeBron's not the same player. He still puts up number offensively, but that's the only side of the ball he plays on. He doesn't play any defense anymore. He used to be one of the best defenders in the league. And at like 2007, he was a legitimate case to be one of the greatest players of all time. And that's what people don't realize is that's why everyone's so hard on LeBron. Because we seen Jordan growing up. Jordan was idolized through the eyes of a lot of people. He changed the game in the way people looked at NBA players or professional athletes. Like he was the man. He was talented, never lost in the finals. And when you seen LeBron, you couldn't help but see greatness in him. You realized the potential that he was there, but he's never really captured how great he really can be. That's why Jordan's better. Jordan maximized his potential. If Jordan didn't get in the gambling problem, didn't stop to play baseball, all that good stuff, I mean, he would have way better numbers. He might have been the highest scorer. He would have been the highest scorer in the NBA if he didn't take time off. But you know, everything happens for a reason. Firm believer in that. But that's why we're so hard on LeBron, man. This guy was a freak of nature and had every talent in the world and starts flopping and stuff. Yes, I did see, man, Embiid drives me crazy. That's another thing I can't stand about this league today is the flopping. Embiid's 7 foot tall and a lean 250, if not 260, somewhere in that ballpark, dude. This dude's big. You don't need to fucking flop. You never seen Shaq flop. Shaq was a dominant big man. You would have never seen him flannel. That's so stupid. I hate flopping. I absolutely hate it. They they should start finding players for flopping, like they do when they criticize the refs or something. They gotta stop flopping. Flopping and resting are really the two knocks on the NBA, outside of all stars joining other all stars to form super teams. So the NBA's got a lot of problems to fix, but I mean it's still entertaining to watch. I love it. I still love it. Probably. Um, Jordan, man, that team with him and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. Oh my God, dude. I don't see how anyone could have beat them. I mean, Phoenix was close. Phoenix was very close, but they couldn't do it. I mean, that's just he was a competitor, man. He didn't like to lose. Yeah, Big Ben was a monster. We're staying at the 6th seed. We're definitely gonna have to play Philadelphia. There's no way Indiana's catching up unless we fall to 7th, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, again, the NBA's got a lot of problems to fix, but still entertaining to watch. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good times to come. The thing I don't get about the refs, man, is they have like favorite players, like Embiid, Harden, LeBron. All these guys get all the calls, which I mean it's always happened throughout the NBA, but not like this. I mean, if Andre Drummond was playing Embiid and he flopped like Embiid did, oh my god, dude, you would never hear the end of it. Never, absolutely, you would never hear the end of it. But because the refs like these guys, oh my god, they get every call. Every call. See? Look at that, dude. Telling you, man, good times are coming for us, man. We got everybody coming. 2019 is going to be a good year for everybody. Oh, man, I'm ready for the playoffs, to be honest with you guys. It feels like it's taking forever. I'm ready. I can't wait, bro. Yeah, we can beat Philly. Philly's going to be the toughest matchup for us just because of the officiating. But the way Indiana's been playing lately, Indiana did the best they could, man. They lost their best player. If we lost Blake Griffin, we wouldn't be in the playoffs. If we lost Andre Drummond, we wouldn't be in the playoffs. They lost their best player, and they're going to end up being the 4th seed in the East. So I tip my hat off to Indy. They did as well as they possibly could have done losing their best player. But sooner or later, reality catches up with you, and even though they're playing great team ball, they're not as good without them, which obviously that's how it works. Philly has got 4 All-Stars and 1 of the greatest shooters in NBA history. So yeah, they're going to be tough, but we can beat them. I know we're going to get up and we're going to be ready for that matchup. The only reason I don't see us falling is, I guess, if Miami climbs up. If Miami stays the way they're playing, it is going to be tough. But Brooklyn, I just don't think they're good enough to overcome their schedule because their schedule is crazy tough. The Pistons, if they have to win tonight, okay. I mean, they're a lock to make the playoffs. They're not going to fall so far. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they have to win tonight. And there's potentially going to be a 3-game skid here. And I'm not even sweating it because these are all tough teams. Determining how good we play against these teams is going to determine how well we're going to do in the playoffs because these are essentially playoff games. No one's going to be resting. Everyone's fighting for playoff position with all these teams except for Phoenix. Phoenix has no reason to win, which makes them dangerous. That's why we lost to Cleveland. A lot of teams underestimated Cleveland. They beat Toronto, maybe. I know they beat the Bucks, us, and another really good team. So, I mean, everyone's underestimating. Don't underestimate Phoenix tonight. You have to get this W. This game's important. No matter what happens, you have to win this game. It's very important. We still can beat them. Golden State's weird, man. Golden State's really weird. Golden State, they play in waves. Obviously they should be 82-0 with the talent that they have. But they underestimate people. And then they'll snap out of it and realize their potential and go crazy and go on like a 15-game win streak and then start losing to teams like this again. So Golden State's beatable. They are. I feel like the chemistry is not right with them. I think that the rumors of Kevin Durant leaving in the offseason, the whole fight with him and Draymond, it's torn this team apart. And I think in the long term, I mean, they got 2 rings, potentially 3, depending on how this one goes, with Durant, that they might have hurt their long term future. You had some good players, bench players, starting players like Harrison Barnes would have been way cheaper to keep, and you already won a finals with those guys. You didn't really need to improve the way you've improved, but you did, and that always hurts your long term goal. I mean, look at Miami when they signed yikes, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh. It's taken them up until now to really be in the running for a playoff spot. All right, peace out, Marcel. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, it's the thing that's weird is Durant's a better player than Curry, and I know that's arguable, but Durant's a better player than Curry. But it's Curry's team. Curry was there first. He already led this team to a finals, and Durant coming there, I think, really kind of stepped on the people's toes because Durant's an alpha male. Like, he wants it to be his team. Wherever he goes, he wants to be the guy. If he wants to be compared to LeBron or eventually Michael Jordan and be considered one of the greatest players of all time, you have to have your own team. I mean, Scottie Pippen was a good player. No one even considered it being Scottie Pippen's team. And that's kind of the debate right now. Is the Warriors, is it Curry's team? Is it Durant's team? And it's Curry's team, even though Durant's the better player. Curry was drafted and raised there. So he has seniority. He's already won a championship for him before Durant got there. It's not Durant's team. Yeah, well, that's another topic. I'm not really a big Scottie Pippen fan, to be honest with you. I personally think he's overrated. So, I mean, I'm not really going to give him a whole lot of sympathy. Not really. He's still talented and great player, but he's not as good as everyone thought he was. So, that's my opinion of him. But they took Dennis Rodman and they ran with him, man. That was a deep team. But even then, Dennis Rodman was still a great player, but he was like 33 years old, 34 years old. It wasn't like he was in his prime. And the Lakers in 2004, they had Gary Payton and Karl Malone, but they were both 40. They weren't even close to being in their primes anymore, way past their primes. Boston Celtics, they didn't sign everybody with KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. They drafted Paul Pierce, traded for Ray Allen, and traded for Kevin Garnett. They didn't just sign him. They gave up stuff to get him, which made him good. And they were still deep, very deep. I feel like I feel like I missed one of you guys. I'm sorry. Did I miss somebody? Oh man. Pistons, I can't stress this enough. Can't take this game lightly, boys and girls. 11 games left. You have to win probably at least 5. You have to win at least 5 games. Easier said than done. Just to make the playoffs. So the Pistons are going to win 5 games in the next 11 or whatever it is. They have to win more if they want to keep the position, which it's not going to be easy for these guys. Like I said, man, after tonight, This is really the only sure win, and it's really not a sure win the way we played against Cleveland. Oh yeah, you lived in Phoenix for a while? I've always kind of wanted to go to Phoenix. I always wanted to go to Arizona in general. I flew over it. Went to California. I flew over it. Yeah, they can't take this game lightly. This is a must-win game. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but I cracked my neck and it felt amazing. Another thing with the Pistons that I've been realizing is Luke Kennard has kind of gone MIA. Very inconsistent shooter. It looks like all the confidence we did with him, like he's gained, it's just gone right out the window. I don't know what happened with Luke Kennard. Um, I don't even have the slightest clue. He lost all the confidence that he had. He's scared. Hey, how's it going, man? But Luke Kennard, man, looks like a shell of what he was. Which you guys have to realize is only his second year in the NBA. He's not. He's not. He's not consistent yet. That's the problem with young players. If he can develop that shot, just if he develops any more confidence, this guy is going to be crazy good. And yeah, he's playing in a sport. It's not a good time for him to go like this. But most of that's got to be on coaching, man. Your job as a coach is to get your players amped up for every game. Luke Kennard and Dwayne Casey, I don't know how good the relationship is. It looks like they were struggling. Like Luke Kennard wasn't. I don't know if Luke Kennard likes Dwayne Casey. I really don't, and that would be a problem. But if anyone can turn Luke Kennard around and make him consistent or whatever, it's going to be Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey thrives at making young people good. I wish he would play Kyrie Thomas a little bit more, but it's kind of to the season or the point in the season where like you can't now because you have to win games, but you missed all this opportunity to groom him into what you wanted him to be, and you missed it. But I trust Casey. Casey is proven in Toronto. He made DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, now Siakam up there in Toronto. All those bench players were youngins, and he brought them along, and now they're either candidate for most improved player, borderline all-stars, or just really good role players. So I trust Casey. Casey's going to do his thing in time. We have to realize it's only his first year, man. Anunoby, I think. Yeah, Anunoby. That's how you pronounce it, I think. Bruce Brown, personally, I like him. Okay, he's going to be a good player. But that has to be a huge slap in the face to Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard was already that rookie last season and didn't get a whole lot of playing time the way he wanted it to. So to start a rookie through the whole season over Luke Kennard was probably a huge slap to his face. And I feel like that's why he went on that spurt, man. He was tired of not being a starter and that a rookie took his spot. And he went crazy for a while. You just got to refine that fire or drive or whatever it was. Personally, that's my reasoning for it. Was that he felt like he should have been a starter. But Bruce Brown plays better defense, and defense wins championships. Bruce Brown is going to be a good player. He's going to be a solid player. Maybe our Marcus Smart. I really like this future of this team, guys. I mean, Kyrie Thomas, Bruce Brown, and Luke Kennard are really the young guys of the future. Andre Drummond's still only 24, 25. So, I mean, he's still young. And then Shaviv Mihailuk. I mean, that's a pretty good young core to develop over time. He's an absolute steal. I don't know what it is with the Lakers taking Detroit Pistons guards, but KCP's never done anything over there, and Reggie Bullock looks terrible over there. So I don't know what they're doing in LA, but they cannot make a Detroit shooting guard what he was. I mean, I was devastated we lost KCP for Avery Bradley. And then I watched KCP go to LA, and I'm like, we're not missing that. He's not the same player. And I know it's because he's not getting the same amount of opportunities that he had here. And with LeBron going there, I figured LeBron would make him better. LeBron likes guys who can shoot the ball, but man, he's not even a starter. That's why you don't leave teams that have put you in that position. I mean, he had a potential to be a really good shooting guard, and I think that's kind of hurting on him. Well, I mean, KCP was kind of the heart and soul of that team defensively. Him and Marcus Smart, or not Smart, I'm sorry, Marcus Morris, I have Marcus Smart in my mind, were the mouthpieces. KCP went up there and defended people. Morris had his back on defense. It was an awesome squad. They fit well together. But when we brought Reggie Bullock up, we groomed him. What was he averaging, like 1.6 points before we got him? We made Reggie Bullock what he was. And he made, what was it, like 40-something% of his threes. I mean, he became one of the best three-point shooters percentage-wise in the league. And now that he's over in LA, they're not supposed to be there. Like, they don't fit. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them comes back to Detroit at some point in time in their career. If not this offseason. I think they're both free agents. I think KCP just signed like a one-year deal last season, and I know Reggie Bullock was expiring. That's why we traded him. So they will probably be on the move. I think Reggie Bullock wants to get paid, but I think that might be hurting him the way he's playing right now. It sucks for him. I liked him. He was a good player. He fit well here, but we had to do what was best for business. It's the same thing the Lions did with Golden Tate. God damn it. Golden Tate. Golden Tate. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm tired. We had to do something with Golden Tate because he just wanted too much money. I'm surprised that he went to the Giants. I really am. That one caught me off guard. I did not see that coming, especially after they traded Odell away. But, I'm a firm believer, and if you draft a guy, you have to pay that guy. And we don't have the money for either one of them, unfortunately. Sucks, I know, but you look at the teams like the Steelers, they should have paid Le'Veon Bell without even thinking about it. They should have never franchise tagged him. They did pay AB, and he wanted to leave. So, I mean, that sucks, I know. The Giants, I don't know why they traded Odell if you paid him. But when you draft players, you have to make that player the cornerstone of your franchise. And I don't get why teams don't do that. I really don't. It seems like as soon as someone becomes good, like Giannis blew up overnight one year and took the league by notice, you have to pay him. You can't be like, oh, we didn't expect you to do this well, we're not going to pay you. It's just not right. I don't like it. I don't like it when owners and franchises trade players away who are loyal. Like the Raptors should have never traded DeRozan away. They got a much better player, but that player's about to leave. You just shot yourself in the foot. I don't like when players like Kevin Durant leave. He should have never left OKC. Well, I mean, okay, maybe he should have left OKC after the business decisions that they've made, letting James Harden walk and stuff like that, but I just don't like it, okay? That's my point. Yeah, I thought he was going to like New England or Pittsburgh. I think he would have fit really well in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I know they weren't winning anything with DeMar DeRozan, but I mean, he's still a good player, and you just traded him away for a guy who was a one-year rental. Let me think how I want to word this. I don't have necessarily a problem with DeRozan or Leonard, but you trade him away for a one-year rental. I mean, there had to be a higher trade market value for him. I mean, essentially, the Pistons stole Blake Griffin away. I mean, the Clippers don't have Avery Bradley anymore. They don't have Boban, and they don't have Tobias anymore. They just did it to clear cap space. So Tobias would have left anyway. I mean, we just didn't have the money to afford him. The Pistons stole Blake Griffin. There had to be some kind of trade like that for the Raptors. I'm not even saying they would have got that much in return because, I mean, at the time he was an all-star. I mean, so there had to be something out there for you. But you got a one-year rental for nothing. I mean, I don't even think Toronto's going to do anything in the playoffs. I don't think they're getting any further than what they've done. They haven't improved any. I mean, if they would have kept DeRozan and Casey, they'd be in the exact same spot they were last season, which is right where they're at now. So firing Casey and getting rid of DeRozan, you haven't improved at all. So what they have done is absolutely stupid. And Casey's shown he's better coach than Nurse. He's swept Nurse. I mean, both these guys know what each other's running. They know each other's playbooks. I mean, Nurse was there under Casey. Casey ran the offense and the defense. So, I mean, it's not like they didn't know each other. Casey's just a better coach than Nurse. The Drake effect. I like it. Yes. I just hope he's not a Pistons fan. He should become a Warriors fan because I'm sick and tired of the Warriors. And I don't have anything against the players in Toronto, man. I don't have anything against Nick Nurse. I'm just telling the truth. I mean, they are exactly right where the heck they are supposed to be as last season. How's it going, man? My brother's a huge Raptors fan, so I have to listen to him talk about them all the time. And he was happy they got Kawhi Leonard. I was like, oh, shit, maybe for real, they might do something. But no, they're not even the first seed this year. And I don't think they're more talented than Milwaukee or Philly. Philly is, to me, they have the most talented roster in the East. Although I think their depth's lacking a little bit. I felt Covington and Saric really helped make that team a good team. But, I mean, dude, this team's crazy with just their starting lineup. It's kind of ridiculous. Toronto is going to be in a really weird position next season. I mean, you're going to have Kyle Lowry and Marc Gasol. They're both crossing the 30 mark. I think what's Marc Gasol, like 33? Kyle Lowry has to be up there. Danny Green's still a solid player. But, bro, the LeBron Crafters. Can they still be called that since LeBron's not in the East anymore? I like it. The name's funny. I like it, but is that still their name? I like the Barn Dinosaur memes about them. But yeah, they're 100% not doing anything in the playoffs. I don't trust them. They're tougher maybe defensively with Kawhi, but they still haven't improved, man. That's the thing. They haven't improved. All right, we'll call them the LeBron Crafters still. I like it. Maybe if the Pistons play them, we'll have to change that. But yeah, Milwaukee, more talented. I feel like the Brook Lopez signing was probably under the radar move for him. He's played really well for him. Chris Middleton playing out of his mind this season. I really like Milwaukee. I really do. How's it going, Bravo? Nice to come out. Appreciate it. Yeah, he probably will quit. And they do choke every year. Why is it in the same spot they was in last year? I mean, because the roster really hasn't improved that much. To be honest with you. I mean, the sad thing is they have bigger names. Marc Gasol is underrated center. Kawhi Leonard has to be a top 10 to top 5 player. I know people rank him differently, but when he's healthy, he's really good. to only be in the same spot you were last season has got to be a disappointment. And I know Gasol's only been there for a little bit, but it wasn't like they were garbage. I mean, they're deep. I mean, you have Serge Ibaka coming in off the bench to help rim protect. You turn Siakam into something good. They are talented. Yeah, they're old. That's the problem. The solutions they made to try to make the team are not going to work. I don't think Nick Nurse is that good of a coach. Casey legitimately looks like a better coach than the Raptors. If Stan Van Gundy was still on this team, holy shit. Oh my God, we would not be in the playoff race. We would be 8th or 9th seed again. And I believe that. Casey has cost us a few games. I'm not going to lie. The whole time we did that little slide and we lost a bunch of games, his substitution calls and whatever were terrible. I couldn't stand watching it. It made me sick, and I didn't lose faith because I knew as soon as Ish comes back, Jose would stop playing and we would turn it around. And sure enough, it happened. Okay, Casey has made this team consistent. I know we just lost to Cleveland, but Cleveland's on a hot streak. He's got this team ready to play. I'm 100% bought in on Casey. Absolutely stole Casey. We stole Casey, Blake Griffin, and Mihailuk. You start making front office moves like this, and you're bound to do something good. Ever since this new front office has taken over, the Pistons have done nothing but good moves. So the future for this team is very freaking bright. I know I missed a couple of you. Yeah, we're gonna have to play Philly though, man. Unfortunately, I don't want to play Philly, but that's what it's looking like. We're gonna have to do is play them. So, yeah, I don't like playing Philly, man. I really don't. It's taking time for Philly to click because they have so much new pieces, but Tobias might be the guy to get him over that hump. Jimmy Butler was already a huge pickup for him, but adding a guy like Tobias Harris, man, they are scary and they are going to be tough to guard. Only thing I can say against Philly is that Joel Embiid is injury prone. Any given night he can be hurt and he could be out. So I mean, I don't like seeing people get hurt because I want to beat them. We aren't getting swept. Don't get it twisted. No one's sweeping us, and we aren't sweeping anybody. I've said this since we started getting this playoff race. This series is going to at least 6. We might only win 2 games, but hey, that's a huge step for this team, okay? If you can go out there, play Philly, and be competitive like you were a few years ago when you played Cleveland and win a game or 2, that is going to change this franchise's plot of attacking free agents, because free agents will see, hey, man, Detroit, they gave it to Philly. They lost, but I can be that piece that helps them get them over the hump. People will want to come here if you start winning playoff games. That's how it works. Even if we don't win the series, I mean, having a series win over somebody would be huge to drawing free agents to Detroit. But just winning a couple games is going to do so much for this long term. Detroit's going to be an underdog no matter who we play. It doesn't matter if we'd be a 1st seed or the 8th seed. We're always going to be an underdog. We get no love. That's where Zaza's going to come in, Bravo. Zaza's out there to hurt people. He hurt Reggie on our own team. He hurt Kawhi. This is Zaza's time to shine. This is why we got him, to hurt somebody in the playoffs to help us win a playoff series. So I might take everything back I said about Zaza if he helps us get a win, but we're not. We don't want an injury. Yeah, we do. No, I don't. Those teams, they all lack something. Everyone in the East is beatable. Everyone has a weakness in the East. It's not like we're playing the Warriors. We have a chance to beat anybody. Will he beat everybody and anybody? No. It's not like we're going to the finals, but I don't think we're that bad of a team where we're getting swept. I really think swept by anybody. Unless we go in the second round and get fatigued or someone gets hurt on this team, the way we are right now, we're not going to get swept by anybody. We might only win a game or two, but I don't see us getting swept. Even if we play Milwaukee, I don't see us getting swept. Zaza's an enforcer. He should be a paramedic with all the injuries he causes. We can average 10 blocks. Dre is going to step up eventually. He already has. What the hell am I talking about? 4 seasons with 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 100 blocks, 100 steals. Yeah, he's got us in the playoffs. I trust Dre. It's like Eminem and Lil Wayne. We got no love at all. I hope he does. I can't stand Embiid. I hate him. And hate's a strong word. The thing about Porzingis, though, is he was just built goofy. Like, he never looked right. Embiid is a little bit more bulky. I never liked Porzingis' build. He always looked weird. Which I called. I believe I called him getting hurt. It's unfortunate. Because I don't like seeing anybody get hurt. Don't matter if you play for the Pistons or Phoenix, because I don't really care about Phoenix. I don't hate Phoenix, but I don't want to see anyone get hurt, and it sucks. Because he's a fucking unicorn. I think a unicorn would be more natural than his body build. He was just goofy. Yeah. I think he's taking his talents to stand-up comedy the way he's going. Going to some roast battles. Oh, man. How much? That's the real question. Maybe we should all chip in and put a bounty out on whoever we play. If we play Philly, we'll pull a bounty. We'll pull the Saints, put a bounty out on Embiid. That's pretty much all Zaza's good for. I mean, Zaza, this has got to be his last year, man. Might as well go out chipping away at someone's kneecap or Achilles. But, all right, peeps, I hate to break it to you. I had to get back to work. But I thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for helping the Pistons follow me on Twitter. I appreciate you guys so much. Without you guys, we wouldn't had this great opportunity for them to follow me. Hopefully some good stuff comes out of it. And I don't know. Whatever comes next, I'm looking forward to it. But, yeah. Thank you guys again just so much. It means a lot to me. But I have to go back to work. Don't forget to check out that hype video for the playoffs. Get